Good morning. It's Thursday, August 15th, and a federal judge ruled on Tuesday that the University of California at Los Angeles cannot allow the pro-Palestinian protesters to block Jewish students from accessing classes and other parts of the campus. Now, this is the first time that a judge has ruled against the university over the demonstrations against the Israel-Hamas war on college campuses that took place earlier this year. This is a lawsuit that was filed in June. 3 Jewish students at UCLA allege that they experienced discrimination on the campus during the protests. And they declared that the discrimination was because of their faith and that the school failed to ensure them access because they were Jews. The university failed to allow access for all Jewish students. UCLA argued that it has no legal responsibility over the issue, but the judge ruled that the university is prohibited from providing classes and access to the campus buildings if the Jewish students are not allowed to enter. If Jewish students are blocked, the judge ruled that the university is prohibited from providing classes to other students. The judge wrote this statement: in the year 2024, in the United States of America, in the state of California, in the city of Los Angeles, Jewish students were excluded from portions of the UCLA campus because they refused to denounce their faith. That's a terrible, terrible statement for those students who took those actions. And UCLA argued that it had no legal responsibility over the issue because protesters, not the university, blocked the Jewish students. It was the protesters that stopped the students from accessing the school. And the university also worked with law enforcement to thwart those attempts to set up new protest camps. But the judge continued to rule against the university. He said the university is prohibited from providing classes to buildings on campus if Jewish students are blocked from it. That's a straight statement. No ifs, ands, or buts in that statement. Yitzhak Frankel, a UCLA law student who filed the lawsuit, celebrated the order. He said no student should ever have to fear being blocked from their campus because they are Jewish. I am grateful that the court has ordered UCLA to put a stop to this shameful anti-Jewish conduct. That's what he stated. But a UCLA spokesperson, Mary Osaka, said the ruling would improperly hamstring our ability to respond to events on the ground and to meet the needs of the Bruin community. Now, why should that affect them? They should treat all students the same way. Jews should not be excluded because they are Jews. Students on the campus who take actions that are anti-Semitic should be expelled from the school. The university should not allow any discriminatory practices to take place on their campus. So she also said the university is considering all available options going forward. Well, there are no available options that need to be reviewed. You have to treat everybody as equal. There can be no line drawn between Catholics, Jews, Muslims, blacks, or whites, or anything. They are students. All students should be treated the same way. You cannot have a pocket of students that are treated this way and a pocket of students that are treated that way. Now, she's contending that UCLA is committed to fostering a campus culture where everybody feels welcome and free from intimidation and discrimination and harassment. But UCLA did not take any actions to stop the blockage of the Jewish students from attending the classes. UCLA was stum about that. And so this ruling by the judge comes after he ordered UCLA last month to create a plan to protect Jewish students. And the University of California is one of the nation's largest public university systems. And now it has to work on a system-wide campus guideline to manage protests. Now, UCLA was not the only school in the country where there were protests against the Israel Hamas war. And UCLA's actions by part of the student body was disgraceful. And law enforcement on UCLA ordered in May that they break up the encampment on their campus because the tensions were rising. There were counter-demonstrators had attacked the encampment overnight, and at least 15 protesters suffered injury. So this whole mess on the campus at UCLA was more than just discrimination against the Jews. There were many other things that were going on. But I am glad that the Jewish students took action, and I am glad of the verdict because there should be no discrimination allowed. All students should be treated equally. So there you have it. UCLA takes a shot, and I'm glad they did. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you.